Hello students, today in this video let us learn to solve few more problems in characteristic functions. Let us continue. The fifth problem is find the characteristic function of a normalized Gaussian random variable. For this we have to consider the Gaussian random variable. In Gaussian random variable, fx of x is given by 1 by square root of 2 pi into sigma e to the power minus half into x minus mu by sigma whole square. For the Gaussian random variable, mu is equal to 0 and sigma is equal to 1. When we put this value in the above equation, fx of x becomes fx of x is equal to 1 by square root of 2 pi into e power minus x square by 2. To find the characteristic function, let us take the formula for phi of omega, which is minus infinity to plus infinity fx of x into e power I omega x dx. In this, let us put the value of fx of x. When we put the value of fx of x, phi of omega becomes 1 by square root of 2 pi into integral minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power minus x square by 2 into e power I omega x dx. We see that here bases are same, so we can add the powers. When we add the powers, we get phi omega is equal to 1 by square root of 2 pi into integral minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power minus x square by 2 plus I omega x dx. We see that 2 in the denominator can be considered as the LCM, and after taking the LCM, phi of omega becomes 1 by square root of 2 pi into integral minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power minus x square plus 2I omega x by 2 dx. Here, this minus sign in the exponential we can take common, and after taking common, phi of omega becomes phi of omega is equal to 1 by square root of 2 pi is equal to, phi of omega is equal to 1 by square root of 2 pi into integral minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power minus of x square minus 2I omega x dx. To integrate this integral, we have to go for completing the squares. To complete the squares, I'll consider the term which is inside the bracket, that is x square minus 2I omega x. Let us see now how to complete the square now. So when I consider this x square minus 2I omega x, we have to write it in the form a square minus 2ab plus b square, such that it can be written as a minus b whole square. Now if we see properly, in the place of a square we have x square here, and in the place of 2ab we have 2, in the place of a we have x, in the place of b we have I omega. So 2ab becomes 2xi omega. Since in the place of b we have I omega, what we will do? We will add here plus b square, that is I square omega square. Since we have added a new term, we have to subtract again with a new term I square minus omega square. Now if we consider the first three terms, it is in the form a square minus a minus b whole square minus I square omega square. The first three terms together can be written as a minus b whole square, which is x minus I omega whole square minus I square omega square. The value of I square is minus 1. Therefore, minus minus becomes plus, and finally we get x minus I omega whole square plus omega square. Now, after completing the squares, here whatever we have got, we will replace it in the exponential here, and after replacing and simplifying we get phi of omega is equal to 1 by square root of 2 pi e power (1 by square root of 2 pi into integral minus infinity to plus infinity e power minus of x minus I omega whole square plus omega square divided by 2. So, I will split this into 2 and rewrite it as e power minus x minus I omega whole square by 2, and because of this minus sign, this plus becomes minus omega square by 2 dx. So, if you see, this e power minus omega square by 2 is a constant and it is free from x. So, that can be written outside the integral. So, when we write it outside the integral, it becomes phi omega is equal to e power minus omega square by 2 divided by square root of 2 pi into integral minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power minus x minus I omega whole square by 2 dx. Further, to integrate this, I will consider the integral and rewrite it as phi of omega is equal to e power minus omega square by 2 divided by square root of 2 pi into integral minus infinity to plus infinity minus of x minus I omega by the 2 here I will write as square root of 2. It becomes e power minus of x minus I omega by square root of 2 whole square. This term which is in the exponential, now we will take it as t to continue with the integration. So, x minus I omega by square root of t, we have taken it as t. So, x minus I omega becomes square root of 2 into t. When we differentiate, dx becomes square root of 2 into dt. The integral now is in the form integral minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power minus t square into root 2 into dt. This root 2 we have taken common outside. So, the integral becomes minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power minus t square dt. And if we remember, we have studied this relation when we have done beta gamma functions in the second semester. So, we have come across this relation there, that is integral minus infinity to plus infinity e power minus x square dx is nothing but square root of pi. So, now here integral minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power minus t square dt becomes square root of pi. So, 2 in root 2 into root pi we get. So, together we can write it as square root of 2 pi. When we put this value here, we get phi of omega is equal to e power minus omega square by 2 into square root of 2 pi divided by square root of 2 pi. Square root of 2 pi cancels each other and we get the characteristic function as phi of omega is equal to e power minus omega square by 2. Hence, for a normal Gaussian random variable, the characteristic function is given by e power minus omega square by 2. Now, let us move on to the next problem. In the next problem, we have to find the characteristic function of an exponential random variable. For the exponential random variable, f(x) of x is given by lambda into e power minus lambda x for x greater than or equal to 0, 0 otherwise. So, if I put this value of f(x) of x in the formula of phi of omega, we get phi of omega is equal to, here the interval is from 0 to infinity. The phi of omega now becomes integral 0 to infinity lambda e power minus lambda x into e to the power I omega x dx. As in the previous problem, bases are same. If we add the powers and take the negative sign outside, we get lambda into integral 0 to infinity e to the power minus of lambda minus I omega x dx. Let us integrate this. When we integrate, lambda is a constant outside. When we integrate e power minus lambda minus of lambda minus I omega, we get e power minus of lambda minus I omega divided by minus of lambda minus I omega. Apply the upper and the lower limits 0 to infinity. Here minus we have taken outside. So, minus lambda divided by lambda minus I omega into, when we apply the upper limit, e power minus infinity becomes 0. So, 0, when we put the lower limit, e to the power 0 becomes 1. So, minus of minus becomes plus. So, phi of omega is equal to lambda by lambda minus I omega for an exponential random variable. Similarly, one more characteristic function we'll find. Find the characteristic function of a Laplace random variable. For this, let us consider the Laplace random variable for which f(x) of x is written as b by 2 into e to the power minus b into mod of x for minus infinity less than x less than infinity. Phi of omega, since it is defined in the interval minus infinity to infinity, so we will continue with the problem and write it as phi of omega is equal to minus phi of omega is equal to b by 2 into integral minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power minus b into mod x into e power I omega x dx. Since mod is there in the exponential, we will split this mod x as mod x becomes minus 1 in the interval minus infinity less than x less than 0. Mod x becomes plus x for 0 less than x less than infinity. So, when we rewrite this, the integral splits into 2 and it becomes phi of omega is equal to b by 2 for minus infinity to plus minus infinity to 0. The integral becomes minus infinity to 0 e to the power bx into e to the power I omega x dx. For the interval 0 to infinity, it becomes integral 0 to infinity e to the power minus bx into e to the power I omega x dx. Let us continue with the integration. When we integrate b by 2 into integral minus infinity to plus infinity, bases are same, so I have added the powers. Here bases are same, added the powers, and we have taken minus as common outside. So on integration we get b by 2 into e to the power b plus I omega into x divided by b plus I omega. Apply the limits minus infinity to plus infinity. When we integrate this, we get e to the power minus of b minus I omega into x divided by minus of b minus I omega. Apply the limits 0 to infinity. So applying the limit, we get b by 2 into 1 plus 1 by b plus I omega into, when we put the upper limit, e to the power 0 becomes 1, and when we put the lower limit, e to the power minus infinity becomes 0. Similarly, minus 1 by b minus I omega into, when we put the upper limit, e to the power minus infinity becomes 0, minus e to the power 0 becomes 1. When we open the bracket and simplify, we get b by 2 into 1 by b plus I omega plus 1 by b minus I omega. When we take the LCM is in the form b plus I omega into b minus I omega, which is nothing but a plus b into a minus b form. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So this becomes b square plus omega square. So simplifying, we get b by 2 into b minus I omega and b plus I omega divided by b square plus omega square. Here I omega cancels, b plus b becomes 2b. b by 2 into 2b by b plus omega square. So finally, phi of omega we get as b square by b square plus omega square when fx of x is a Laplace random variable. With this, we have finished the few problems in characteristic functions. Thank you.